Relocation Football League fans, you already know what time it is yet again. The illest show on turf at the biggest stage in time. You already know the RFL remains undefeated in simulation football. So who will hold it down and carry the torch in this new era? Season 9 has been immaculate. New pathways have been forged. New elites have surfaced. Old legacies have been upheld. While old tested in the fire. But who will win gold? Who will pioneer new beginnings, pun intended? Is there a champion worthy of upholding greatness here in this thing of ours? Will it be an ARC champion or an NRC champion? Will it be Keys and Dorados, Condors or Diablos, or maybe the Snowhawks finally land their flight to destiny? Will Coach Woods roll the Dillos into their first Reload Bowl? Or will a formidable foe slowly arise from the depths commanding all of the smoke? Who will control the Reloverse? Fire up the grill, open up the snacks, take the tarp off the pool, and dive into greatness here in the Relocation Football League, where you can't stop greatness. Will you be great?
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty, and we are here with the final game of the divisional round of the RFL Season 9 playoffs, and boy, one more spot. That's all that remains to see who will advance to the ARC Conference Championship to take on the Cincinnati Hogs after they came up with a huge upset victory over the Hot Red Dragons. But tonight, we have the Sacramento Miners traveling here across the pond in Dublin to take on the Celtic Tigers. The Celtic Tigers are no stranger to this position before. They've won a championship back in Season 6 and has made it to the playoff multiple years. Only year they've missed it has been in Season 4. Justin Jones able to take over for the legacy in which was left with Dre Crowell, and he's got a chance to take them to a conference championship game here. But can he do it against Coach Dunn in this defense, ranked number 2 amongst the league? We're going to find out. They got their first win under Coach Dunn in the playoffs just last week over the Armadillos, 29-24. Can they make it to their first conference championship under Coach Dunn? We will find out. Might be the Miners' year. Let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this one. And without further ado, it's time to get the final divisional game underway as the ball is on the tee, and it will be the Celtic Tigers defense that will start out first to try to hold Miles McCain and the gang as it is fielded inside the 5-yard line, taken down at the 26, and here he goes. The phenom out of TCU, Miles McCain, led the RFL in interceptions with 19, which has been an issue for him, but he just has found ways as of late to win them the big games. Can he do it here tonight against the Celtic Tigers? They're banged up on defense. We'll see if they'll take advantage of it. First play, they're going to look to pass. It will be caught, and that is a 4-yard gain as Kilo Austin delivers a shot. Miners are missing one of their speedy receivers, and Connor Jamison got injured last week in that matchup. Pablo Frederick filling in. He will motion into the slot. Pressure's coming. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Third down. This Celtic Tigers defense isn't a slouch either. Top 10 as well. Ranked 7th in the RFL, 3rd against the pass. And here goes a heavy blitz being sent, and Miles McCain goes down like a sack of potatoes as he is sacked at the 26-yard line in which they started. Waddle coming in clean, and just no options for McCain. So CT's defense coming out here strong. They'll punt this one away. And a fair catch going to be called at the 30-yard line, and we will get our first look at the successor of Dre Crowell, Justin Jones. What a phenomenal year he's had. 33 touchdowns to just 9 interceptions, 5,340 yards passing. He defeated this team before, 30-10 back in week 16. But we just saw what this defense could do last week against the Armadillos. Can they slow down his onslaught? Shotgun here as he will motion out the backfield. Quick throw. Catch is going to be made. He's wrestled down after an 8-yard gain, and they're also banged up on offense, missing their star tight end and Chandler back. Will not have him the rest of the playoffs, and so Skeggy Thrash, as you've seen there catching that ball, will be filling in. And Jones going to come out here, run the football, and they are just shy of the first down with Trey Worsley. Big down here. Miners looking for the stop. Celtic Tigers with a little bit of motion. Jones got the completion. That's a big grab. First down. That's Ross Deardorff. You saw the defense closing in on that, delivering the shot, hoping to jar that ball loose, but last chance, unable to get it done. And now they'll come out here in the pistol. Some adjustments being made. They'll run the ball, and Worsley is blasted in the backfield, losing the yard he gained on his first carry. Anton Burley coming from that right side, just condensing that running lane. And they're still going to keep with the run. And another good job here by this defense. Tackle made there by the rookie, Paul Kilroy. 3rd and 8. And they're playing right into the strength of this Miners defense. Again, some motioning. Justin Jones looking, throws, got a great pass, and it is a big first down gain as he connects with Cam Rux. And what a breakout season this kid has been having. He's been in the league for about 3, going on 4 years now. And I mean, his development working out of that slot, and this guy only dropped 1 pass all season. And if you've watched his game, he has had a lot of contested catches he's come down with. Great job come through with them, for them, excuse me. And a third down there. Skeggy Thrash going to be in motion again, back and forth. And off the mark there. Unable to connect with Rux again. Looks like they were going to try to go with that same out route. Almost looked like the same play. And now they will run it. Big gain here. Trey Worsley almost has enough for the first, and there's an injury. This is a huge injury, too, for the Miners, as they're going to lose Griggs for now. Hopefully he can come back into the game. They've got a lot of old vets, though, on that D-line that can still generate pressure. 3rd and 1. Motion into a bunch look. And Justin Jones killing him underneath on that China route. Ross Stewart, second time he's ran it out the slot, and the defense not prepared. This is just what this offense does. I mean, they just move on you no matter what you do. May not be the #1 ranked offense in the league, but boy, many of weeks they played like it. Here's a throw. And wow, no catch attempt there by Cam Rux. Ball just hits him, he didn't turn around. Guess he was not expecting the ball to be thrown in his direction. Gotta be aware that you can get the ball at any moment as a receiver in any situation. Here they go with some play action. He'll throw into the flats. Now get him just 4 yards. It's a good tackle made there in the open field. Gotta secure those tackles. 3rd and 6. Justin Jones with a motion. Back and forth with his tight end. And Jones has got it completed, but it will be 4th down. Good defense by the Miners. So they are going to force the field goal. Good job coming out here, getting the stop. This just chip shot from his 15-yard line from the right hash. And the kick, it's good. The home team here, the Dublin Celtic Tigers, has the lead as Tyrus Wiley able to knock it through. And the kick is off as the Miners looking to have a better showing the second time around, going down the middle of the field. Good return. He'll get close to the 30, down at the 29. Miles McCain, and he experienced some serious pressure. Got sacked on 3rd down, had to punt it away last time out. Under center. Gonna look to run. Here goes a huge gain, big shot, but a 1st down nonetheless for Denard Locker, 11 yards. And they know they're banged up with their linebackers, so trying to run the football can definitely help them out. They were very successful in doing that last week against the Armadillos. Now try to set some play action off of it. Throws deep down the field. It's dangerous. Broken up. Incomplete. That play made by the safety, Brian Reed. 2nd and 10. He's got some time here. Fires. Got himself an open target. That's Logan Starkman. Good for 7. 3rd down. Send it back under center with McCain. Nate will go play action again. Going deep. Does he have a man? Just able to get his hands in there. And that'll bring up 4th down. What a breakup by Joseph McCrary, former Penn State Nittany Lion. In the first ever RFL college series, he was beat there too. Just a couple steps. And this punt, wow, what a great punt. Pins him down at the 10-yard line. And this offense going to be backed up. Never easy, no matter how good your offense is, to be this close near your own end zone, especially when you're going up a defense of this caliber. Got 3 tight ends, 1 receiver in Matt Downey, who we haven't heard yet. Here's a run. And nearly enough for a 1st down up the gut. Trey Worsley. 2nd and 1. If they can mix in that balance with the run game, this is where this offense becomes very difficult to stop. On the motion. Jones finally throws and finds an open man. 1st down to the 30, excuse me, to the 29. Trey Worsley is straight wide open over the middle of the field. The line doing a good job holding up for him, and Jones extending some time. They'll run the football. Gets a great block. Can he get another? He won't, but he'll have a first down as Worsley starting to get it going on the ground. Blocks being laid perfectly by this offensive line. An old aging group, a couple of young guys in there. You do have a rookie center who's been getting better and better. Jones throws on the move, and it's still a dot for near first down to Ross Deardorff. This is what has made the Celtic Tigers the #1 seed, and as dangerous as they are, is the ability of Justin Jones to just throw these kinds of passes. 2nd and 1. Back into a bunch look. They'll send some heavy pressure underneath. And there goes a first down as he connects with his tight end, Damon Mackey. You never really want to press up like this if you're the Miners, especially on number 11, but we'll see if he opts to go his direction. They will fire, and look at this. Somebody else is going to win off of that press. First down to the 15. It's Skeggy Thrash. I know a lot of guys were probably thinking how talented Chandler Back is, but I don't think many remember Skeggy Thrash back in Oklahoma. Didn't wow you with a bunch of yards, but he is extremely fast. He's faster than Chandler Back and has a great ability to make plays like this. So it's almost as if you're just bringing a mini-me in of him. Justin Jones looking, throws, catch is going to be made on the sideline, placed perfectly. Jason DePate all on him. Just couldn't get there fast enough. 2nd and 5. This first quarter almost in the books. They're going to run Trey Worsley to the end zone, and he almost gets in down after 1. And that is going to be it for quarter number 1. As the Celtic Tigers are knocking right on the door. 3-0 the score. Dublin a yard away from a 2-possession lead. Get your twos up in the chat. Who's advancing on to take this on the Cincinnati Hogs in the conference championship game? We will see as Justin Jones in the gun. They're going to look to run for it. Finds his way. No, they're going to say he did not get in. Trey Worsley is stopped. Wow, that's crazy. Almost seemed as if his whole body was in there, but the ball somehow never crossed. Jones going to look to try to throw one in, and he's got it. Matt Niani with the tough catch. Touchdown, Celtic Tigers. I mean, who do you trust more in a tight situation like this to catch a contested ball than the receiver who has won more wide receiver of the year awards than any receiver in the RFL, in Matt Niani. Here in his 9th season, he's been here since the very first season of the Celtic Tigers. And here goes the extra point to put them up by 10. And it's good. 10-0 in 10 plays after a 91-yard drive. The Celtic Tigers, man, are starting to get into that rhythm. And it's going to have to take Miles McCain in this offense to find a way to come out of it. As they'll get from the 7-yard line. And some solid returns. They'll get out north of the 31. And I think the Miners really need to still attempt to run the rock, because if you get that run game going, I feel like that's what opens up a lot for this offense. And they are going to start out with a run here, but Steve Washington, who was sensational last week, his first carry, he's stuffed in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. McCain throws. It is broken up, incomplete. What a break on the football by Austin. These cornerbacks are not playing around. There's a press up here. Again, look out for one of these receivers to potentially win on that. Miles McCain, a little rattle. He's got to throw it away. 4th down. Celtic Tigers defense playing top-notch early. I said you can't sleep on these guys either. Miners may have the number one pass defense, but the Celtic Tigers are not far behind them with the number 3. And this return gets out to the 35-yard line. Justin Jones, 12 of 14, 103 yards, and has a touchdown, looking to do more damage. But can he do it against this stout defense? Not going to be able to, more than likely, statistics show, not going to be able to keep this performance up all night. We'll see if Justin Jones is really that guy. We know he is, but can he keep this onslaught going? 2nd and 9. Good job, though, by the Miners there on that play. Jones fires too high. Could have been a good 5 yards there for him to try to make the 3rd down more manageable, but again, playing into the teeth of this defense. This is exactly where the Miners want you. Almost every time. Jones, we know he can run. There he goes. And he is just going to be stopped. Good job by Sacramento. 4th down. Thought he was going to be able to move those chains there. He definitely fought for it. Man, if it was not for the assistance of Keyshawn Hendricks, that would have been a move of the chains. For the first stop by the Miners defense tonight. Punt is off. Fair catch going to be called at the 15. Let's see if the Miners can put together a long drive themselves, as the Celtic Tigers did before that last one. First and 10. Going to run the rock, and Locker is stood up and dropped after a 2-yard gain. Tackle made there by Jamie DeSalis, former linebacker at the University of Florida in the RFL College Series. And McCain will look to pass, throws, got a man, 1st down, Logan Starkman. He has been great this postseason. Let's see if that pass right there can turn Miles McCain up. As he will look to throw, catch made by Starkman again. Out to his old reliable. There's another big injury for the Miners, missing their star tight end, and Anthony Fry. Oh, that's a good tackle made right there. Thought he had that edge sealed. It will not escape. And it's now 3rd and 2. Steve Washington is checked in. Will they go to him? The rookie out of Louisville will get the call, and he will answer big time. 1st down, Miners. And again, mixing in that run game. Don't be afraid to use it. Balance out this offense. Get this defense guessing. Another run with Washington, 6 yards. Solid run. It runs like that, plays like this, is what's going to set up your team later on with a balanced offense. And there goes Locker getting a carry. We know that Coach Dunn loves to rotate all of his running backs. You haven't seen Gunnar Witt yet, but he's checked in right now. They usually on this down love to run a screen, so let's see if they go with that. That they will not. Here's a throw. Checks it down, and there goes Witt, breaking some tackles, gets to the 47-yard line, 1st down. This is easily the best looking drive for Sacramento. Like I said, it's plays like this that's going to open many things up for this offense. Miles McCain, another dump off. Better job this time by the Celtic Tigers of the tackle. Will be made there by Reed. Safety coming down. Now 2nd and 11. Trying to very least get in the field goal range. They can get a 1st down. They can accomplish that. Here's a throw over the middle of the field. Pablo Frederick getting by. Defense unable to get a right pursuit angle as he is down at the 25, and the Miners moving the chains. And he just absolutely won this off rip. I mean, slant on the press, cooked him. Pablo Frederick, again, seeing more playing time. He's an absolute unit at the University of Alabama. In the second RFL College Series, they try to go out. I don't know what's going on here. Whoa, what is going on? Whoa, are we serious here? What happened? And I guess they technically marked him down where he should have been tackled. It's a second. What just happened? That just, wow. I'm sorry, guys. I've never seen that happen. I mean, technically they did the right thing without giving him the yards, but what was that, man? That was crazy. Miles McCain getting pressured, and Downey's going to go for a sack. I'm still lost in the previous play. Like, yo, did that just happen? If he went in and scored a touchdown, that would have been absolutely wild. But a sack made here by Andy Larson. Wow. Yeah, that's something right there. That's something we got to screenshot. You got to make a video. Field goal attempt from the 34-yard line, so a 51-yarder should be easy here for Carney. And it is. One possession game once again from the left hash. 51 yards out. 10-3. Celtic Tigers still on top with 3:14 left to go. They do get the football to start the second half. They'll take this one from the 4. And the return will end at the 29. How about Trey Worsley tonight? 42 yards on 8 carries. 5.2 yard per carry average. Getting it done. Started out rough, and this line is stacked right now on the defense. A-gaps filled by the linebackers. There's a throw, and what a ball! Unbelievable pass right there by Justin Jones. How did he fit that in there? And rightfully so, they show an instant replay. Look at this. My goodness, not many quarterbacks going to have the guts to throw something like that against the #1 pass defense in the league. Wow, I honestly thought that was going to get intercepted. Quick throw, trying to spin his way out. 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Wow, I'm still stuck on that pass. I'm stuck on that previous play happened. It's been wild, absolutely wild, but it's a game the Miners are definitely still in, hoping to leave the Celtic Tigers scoreless before the end of this half. There's a throw underneath, and what a catch. These guys just coming down with anything thrown their way. That helps out an already talented quarterback in Jones. They'll send the blitz. Jones fires. Got a man to the end zone. He is taken down at the 8. Ross Deerdorf winning his 1-on-1. And it is 1st and goal for Dublin. Look at this. Improvising a little bit. Getting comfortable in the pocket. Recognizing it's man-to-man. Strikes Deerdorf right in stride. And chance with the touchdown-saving tackle. A great route running by Deerdorf. With so many great targets for Jones to throw to. Jones will fire, catches made, and it's going to be a touchdown. What a catch in the end zone by Joey Leitner. The former Clemson Tiger back in College Series 2, getting a lot more, I think the most playing time he's gotten in his RFL career. And look at that adjustment to make that catch. Get the ball across the plane. The booth is going to challenge this, but based off of how he was able to turn and step up the field, I think that's 6. Look at this. Foot is in. That's definitely 1, 2, touchdown right there. Wow. And that is going to stand. The Celtic Tigers able to score. And they are up 2 possessions again, this time by 2 touchdowns. Extra point makes it 17-3. 5 plays, 71 yards in 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Wow. And the Miners, I mean, they got 47 seconds in all 3 timeouts. Definitely got a chance to try to hit something before the end of this half, and they're going to need it. Miles McCain trying to lock in and get this offense going. See if he can hook up with his young receivers. 43 seconds. McCain will throw underneath. He's got the completion. Good fight forward. First timeout called, 37 seconds. Almost pressed up again here. Pressure's coming in. Miles McCain going to be sacked. No one able to get Jamie DeSalis coming in free. 3rd and 10. And McCain going to scramble. Can't forget about his ability to do that. Final timeout is burned. And they are just at midfield in CT territory. No timeouts remaining though. Feeling some pressure. Here's he throws. 2nd down. "23 seconds. And one good play that could potentially get him out of bounds. Oh man, he's going to throw it away. Stops the clock. 3rd and 10. Can they get at least to the 36-yard line? I say a good first down is going to be a good attempt here for the Miners. McCain's got all day. It is incomplete. Had it in his hands. What a play on the ball. Douglas Straighton just could not hold on. Wow, last second knockout. And man, Douglas Straighton was fired up last week. 3 touchdowns, and they're still going to be aggressive here, coming out looking to pass. 3 timeouts, 9 seconds. Quick throw, big hit. There's a timeout. And Deerdorf got absolutely blasted. They're going to say he's not injured, though. Definitely slow to get up. Just running the football here. And they will call their 2nd timeout. 2 seconds remaining. I guess why not take the Hail Mary shot? They're not even doing that. I don't know why they called a timeout. Just trying to stat pad Trey Worsley a little bit. Worsley gets 3, and that is the end of the first half of play. The Celtic Tigers have asserted dominance here as the #1 seed at home in Dublin. They're up 14, 17-3 over the Miners. Here's a look. I mean, I don't know why they don't show any updated scores, but the Hogs were able to come up big time with an upset over the Red Dragons as they were able to defeat them 31-29. And the winner of this game will face them in the ARC Championship game. Who will it be? Oh, and this second half underway. I tried to hit the exit button just to kind of prolong the halftime show, but I guess we're not going to have a halftime show. There's some halftime stuff to talk about. This return will end at the 30, but how about Justin Jones in that first half? This kid, absolutely incredible, and still so young, just 25 years old, dotting it up, and you couldn't have asked, again, for a better successor to pick up where Drake Crowell left off his career with the most winningest franchise in RFL history. And he is just easily continuing that legacy. But the game ain't over yet. This Miners defense came alive in the second half. Last week, Trey Worsley, some good vision there. Dipping and dodging, gets 3 yards. Tackle made there by Whiteside. Second and 7, right back on the ground. Trey Worsley is stuffed. Nowhere to go. And this Sacramento Miners defense looking to make a statement in this half. Can they get the stop? Shotgun. Trips to the left side. Justin Jones. They have not been able to stop him all game just about as he connects with Leitner for a first down. Man. And you just got to love the balance, too, of CT. These guys running the ball, passing the ball, and they're still sticking with their guy, Worsley. And that is what's keeping this defense still on its toes. Looking to pass. Here's a throw. Catch made, and just couldn't keep his balance. A little low there. Had a lot of grass to work with on the sidelines. Just could not move. Motion to the left side. They'll send in a blitz. Picked up well. Throws, and how about this play? Trey Worsley giving Justin Jones the extension. Jones rolling out and finding Deerdorf for a huge first down gain. And this offense, absolutely incredible. They just shut down the #1 offense in the league last week. And the Celtic Tigers are looking like, hey, we should have been the #1 offense in the league. Look at this run. Cutting it up. First down run. Trey Worsley to the 26. My goodness. The run game's working. The pass game's working. Everything is just working for CT. And you just don't see that against this defense. Quick throw over the middle, and receivers running into each other. Had the right read there, but second down. See the Miners once again filling in that A gap. They're going to try to take away any potential run game inside and drop back if they got to, which is what they would do. Here's a throw. Tipped at the line. He was just about to try to go underneath on that drag. Probably wouldn't have got too much. The defender was there waiting on him. Third down's where the Miners have really struggled. Can they get CT off the field? Jones will drop back, looking to pass. 5-step drop. Throws it away. And wisely so, as he is looking to make this a 3-possession game off the field goal. So this to put them up by 17. From the left hash. And the kick by Tyrus Wiley is good. 2 for 2, 20-3. $17-point ball game. Still a lot of time left to go. The Miners just have to figure things out on offense. They'll take this one from the 3. As that return will end at the 26. Miles McCain has had his fair share of struggles early on in this one. The offensive line has had some issues dealing with the blitzes sent and the speed of some of these defenders just getting around these linemen, getting by these running backs that you saw right there. Block just could not get in position for McCain on that blitz. Celtic Tigers love to blitz. Here's a run. And Washington inside for 3. They've really been trying to get this ground game going. Again, that is really the success of their offense. Steve Washington checked back in. Let's see if they'll give him another carry. That they won't. They'll look to pass. There's a throw. Catch is made, and Drayton will hang on to that one and be just inches short of a first down. I believe that is Gunnar Witt checked in. And a catch made by Ajon Krent. He's got the first. Took a big shot, but nice read there by Miles McCain. You don't have to overthink anything. All you need is inches. Take what this defense is giving you. It's the best thing they can do. Here's a run. And Washington, a tough run of 6 yards inside. Shotgun. Going to motion Pablo Frederick. And a run outside. Good cut up here by Gunnar Witt, but the defense closing in. Tackle made. No gain. And Brian Reed coming down. Securing that one. 3rd and 4. Here's a throw. Good hit's going to stop him a yard short. How about Joseph McCrary tonight? And they don't even want to risk trying to go for it and giving CT's offense possession near their side of the field. Here's a punt. Was able to pin him nicely last time, and this one is going to put him right at the 1. Justin Jones. Amazing. He just put together a 91-yard drive last in one of the scoring possessions, which is where they scored on that touchdown pass right there. Is he able to drive CT 99 yards? We'll find out. They got to be careful here, though. They're more than likely going to use Trey Worsley to get out. He's had success running the football. They'll dive him. Good cut outside. Getting some great blocks. And how about the breathing room given there by Worsley? The old vet still kicking, getting it done. Another 1,000-yard season for him. It hasn't been one season where he hasn't got that total in 9 years. Here's a run. Worsley going to fight his way through the tackle. Richardson for first down to the 13. Wow, and now you give this offense the opportunity to try to throw it a little bit. Cam Rucks, you got to look out for him. Haven't heard his name much today. And as soon as I say it, they get him the football. Nice 9-yard gain. He falls just a yard short of that first down. This offense is almost virtually unstoppable right now. And again, it's crazy to look at them do this against a team that just was able to control the Armadillos. At 89 yards rushing, Trey Worsley is putting on his absolute best performance on the ground. And when you got Worsley going, this team, like I said, it becomes almost impossible to stop with Justin Jones and the targets he's got. Here's a quick throw. He is just on. Hits the curl. First down. There's no way you think in your mind that are they going to get a 99-yard drive? We'll see. You can definitely tell that the confidence is down by the Miners right now, but that's a way to try to set the tone as Charles Raymond drives them backwards for a loss of 3. Absolutely picks up and dumps Trey Worsley. They're going to go with an empty set. 4-man rush, quick throw, catch is made, somehow stayed in bounds. Got to the 46. What an adjustment, man. It's just an all-out offensive effort. Even though Justin Jones has been the leader, everyone is just performing at a high level. Jones fires, and that's too high. 4th down. That pressure was coming. They will punt it. Miners are like, 99 yards. We're not letting that fly. So they get this punt off. Some good space to work with here on this return. To the 26 they go. And there's another injury here. Anton Burley now is banged up. They just lost Antonio Griggs, and honestly, I haven't really even paid attention enough to see if he even returned back in this game. That is 2 of their premier edge rushers gone. In a game where you cannot afford to lose any defensive pieces. There goes a throw underneath Logan Starkman. Picking up 5. 2nd down. And McCain getting rushed. That heat is on him. Breaks the tackle. What a job by McCain. That's the best you can absolutely do right there. Nearly sacked. And is able to save the yards. 3rd and 5. With 30 seconds and what could be the final play of the 3rd. McCain feeling some heat again. Checks it down. Great read. Throws a man off. 1st down. I see some frustration there on the field. And I think they might just go into the 4th. Unless they snap it here, and that they won't. This is it, guys. The 4th and final quarter, and the home team here in Dublin, the Celtic Tigers, have themselves a 17-point lead, 20-3. But a chance here for the Miners to try to cut into that. They need a touchdown. Can they get it? Put your 4s up in the chat. Who's going to the ARC Championship game? Here's a throw. What a catch made by Pablo Frederick. He'll get to the 45. 1st down, Sacramento. And he's just always been a playmaker here. This is good defense. Boom. Gets the shot on him. But still, able to keep it moving for those yak yards. That's what you want. Got their power back in the backfield here in Denard Locker. See if they give old 42 a carry. There's a throw, hitting the slant. Big time catch by Ajon Grant. First down. Former USC Trojan star. Looking to try to get things fired up. He's working out of the slot right now. Douglas Drayton in motion. A quick throw. Cannot catch that. And stop the clock. Logan Starkman immediately blasted. And the Miners were only able to score 10 points against this defense last time. Only 3 on the board right now. Looking to match that on this drive. See these defensive backs playing off, so something most likely could be open here. Nice job cutting up the field. They say he stepped out at the 28. It's a 5-yard gain. Third down, 3 tight ends. They're going to run for it, and hey, it works out. Steve Washington gets to the 15. And that was just one of those plays I felt like if the Miners didn't get it, they were going to go for it anyway. They usually don't call a third down run play when you need 5 yards. But it worked out. Washington continuing to do his thing on the ground. Now they will check in. Backup running back. Traded for Gunnar Witt. And the Voyagers, quick throw, and he hits the deck. He saw 2 Celtic Tiger defenders right there in front of him. Protects himself, gets the 7 yards, and this looks like the drive for Miles McCain and the Miners to clinch things up and get some points on the board. Here's a throw and a big-time catch. That is caught for a first and goal. Ajon Grant on another slant. Miners smelling pay dirt. Trying to set up a screen, and that is not it. Great job by Austin. Immediately getting through the block attempt. Untouched and making that tackle in the backfield. They were hoping they could get the blocks out there. We've seen the damage that Drayton can do in space off those screens. There's a run to the outside. Almost finding his way in. Even lowered the shoulder. Looked like he ran a guy over. They're right at the 1. Third down. Knocking on the door, and here's Denard Locker. You got to give him a carry straight up the gut. That they won't, though. They'll look to pass. Miles McCain, he's been dangerous, scrambling, and a great job throwing it away, but it's 4th and goal. If you're the Miners, you got to, you can't kick the field goal to make it a 2-score game, and that's what they're going to do. They don't want to even risk not coming up with anything here. And they just saw the Celtic Tigers make it out from their own 1-yard line. So I think this is a smart decision by the Miners. Make it a 2-possession game. It was going to be a 2-possession game anyway. But now your offense just needs to come up clutch. Your defense needs to stop CT. You cannot give up any more points. That return will end at the 27. And it all comes down to if you can stop this man. Justin Jones, 14-point lead right now over the Miners, and has been playing exceptionally well. Goes in motion. Fires wide open over the middle. Matt Niani still going. Gets to the 43-yard line. Justin Jones, 253 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. And he just continues to keep this offense rolling. Quick throw into the flats. Catch is made. Cam Ruck's getting back involved. Look at this defense. Top 5, ranked 5th in the RFL in sacks. Haven't been able to get to Justin Jones 1 time. Anton Burley is back in the game, though, and so is Antonio Griggs, so no losses on defense there. Quick throw, catch made. Matt Niani just putting on the burners after the catch, and this is when you just go to your sealers. When I say sealers, the guys who's going to put this game away and seal it, Matt Niani on a basic, quick, flat route. Just going straight out the backfield, making the catch, and just putting on the burners. This guy may be 31, but he still can move, and they're already in field goal range to make it a 3-score game again. And this is where you can start to really punch on them with some runs. Here's a shot down the field. Oh, man! Interception. And this can come back to hurt CT big time. What a return. Gets to the 49-yard line. And if you are the Celtic Tigers, you got to be really ready to stomp. Really kicking yourselves after that. Justin Jones has been great all game throwing this pass. I mean, he had everything else open underneath. He throws this up. And actually, the guy who was trailing on that route, last chance, picks it off. You would have thought the safety would have took that away. But Chance says, this is mine. And the Miners, with great field position, and they've got good time, can try to make their comeback attempt. But they need to score. There's a throw, wide open. They'll find Starkman, gets the first down inside the 40 to the 39. Oh, man, all-out blitz. How will the Miners handle this? But Kane's got to be looking for a man-beater. And there he is, his quick in route. That was the best route based off of what we've seen on the other routes. I was going to win that. Pablo Frederick gets it done. 5-yard gain. Heavy blitz sent again. He'll throw. Good ball. Drayton down at the 22. Miles McCain is feeling it. The Miners, with under 5 minutes to go, all 3 timeouts, looking for their touchdown. McCain fires. Great ball on the sidelines again at the 8. That was just good anticipation. Great ball placement again. And Miles McCain looking to end it. That's a great job getting out of bounds, too. That stops the clock. 8 yards away from making it a 1-score game. They're going to run it. And the tackle will be made after 2 yards. Looked like he had some great blocks there for a moment. Just couldn't find the lane he was looking for. We're closing in on 4 minutes. They got Steve Washington in the backfield here. 3 tight ends set. They're going to play action. There's a flag. And what is this? Illegal man downfield on the offense. Nasir Red going to back him up 5 yards. I think, is that oh yeah, you repeat second down so they don't lose a down. This could help out the Miners, though, giving them a little bit of space to try to toss it in. We've seen some good passes from Miles McCain. They're going to look to run for it, though, and a tackle is made at the 4. 3rd and goal. Shotgun here, Miles McCain going to look to try to throw one in, and it's intercepted. The worst possible time to throw that. Joseph McCrary may have just called game. Wow. Cannot make that throw in this situation. He had him beat off the line, but you don't have the space to try to fit that in. And McCrary had a phenomenal game tonight, coming up with what may be the biggest turnover of the game. And if you're CT, you're running this ball with Worsley. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Some great blocks out there. Almost got a good one there from Matt Niani. Tackle made by Killian Bain. If you are the Miners, you're looking for a stop here. CT's definitely just running this clock out as much as possible. And one last play, more than likely, before we reach the 2-minute warning. They're going to look to pass for it. Jones. Oh, he's going deep. Broken up, incomplete. Man, he put so much height on that pass. That was crazy. But now they have to punt it away. And turnover for turnover. Fair catch called. And here's a shot. Miles McCain in the offense. 1 minute and 51 seconds left, down 14 points. I know it may seem impossible, But we have seen the impossible in the RFL many times, even a few times in this postseason. There's a throw over the middle. It's got the completion and no choice but to burn that timeout. So at this point, pretty much an onside kick is going to be needed. There's a throw. What a catch. Ajon Grant still on his feet. Goes down at the 48. Miles McCain getting pressured. Hit as he throws. Second down. At least it will stop the clock. Empty set. McCain audibly. See what he sees in this defense. McCain fires over the middle. That's a great ball to Drayton. First down. And they'll burn a timeout. Minute and 18 seconds left. It's a great strike by McCain. 14-point game here. They need 2 touchdowns in this amount of time with 1 timeout. That's a tough ask. But Miles McCain willing to try what he can and get it done. And whoa, able to get by. And how about Steve Washington? Saving the time. He had 2 guys literally on the outside, weaved by him, and still managed to get by and out of bounds. Those defenders could have sworn he was going to go out of bounds. That's what happened right there. Could have sworn he was going to get ran into, excuse me. And he's got to get out of bounds. He cannot. And so the time's got to keep ticking. 45 seconds and counting. Miles McCain looking for a touchdown pass. Throws. It's caught. Trying to get his way in. Down at the 2. And there goes the final timeout. 36 seconds. 14-point ball game. All timeouts scored. They need to score right now and recover an onside kick and score again. That is the only chance they've got. Miles McCain looking. Pressure. He gets outside. Going to scramble. And there it is. Touchdown, Miners. He has been sensational for that all season long. And it's literally going to come down to one play, guys. The onside kick. Can the Miners recover? Great job by Miles McCain on that drive. No, he would have wished he had that interception back. Here goes the extra point, and this is it. The play that's going to determine if this game is over or not. The onside kick as Carney, Anthony Carney, the 75 overall kicker, will look to try to get this at least 10 yards and recoverable. Oh, man, it is going to be recovered by CT. That was a pretty decent kick, got by, but good job by the hands team, and that is all she wrote. No timeouts, 30 seconds on the clock, and the #1 seed able to best the Miners once again and advance on to the ARC Conference Championship game. Justin Jones, what a performance. Despite that interception, that came at a bad time, but he will come out here with the victory knees, and you got to give a shout out to the Sacramento Miners, man. What a season it's been. They honestly just squeezed their way in, earned their first playoff win, and, still kept it close here. Didn't get blown out. And they're looking forward to continue on this success next season. But as for the Celtic Tigers, one more game before they make their 3rd Reload Bowl appearance, if they can get by the Cincinnati Hogs. We're going to be right back here in Dublin for that game. Hogs, Celtic Tigers for the ARC Championship. And in the NRC, it's the Snowhawks versus the Condors. Man, that's crazy. Second round, all coaches eliminated. And still great season by you guys, man. Shout out to Coach Dunn. Shout out to Coach Davis. Shout out to Coach Rowland. Everyone that was a part of the playoffs here. You guys had a great showing. Celtic Tigers, though, getting it done here. Final score, 20-13. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. You guys know we're going to have a podcast to recap all of this tomorrow. So make sure you tune in at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And until then, I'll see you then. Peace.